If due to some situation we are losing how we are, means we are going in that zone of irritation, speaking somewhat different, how to deal with that work or whatever the surrounding we are going on, and we are losing ourselves, how we are.
Okay. Because of certain situations, our true self is changed. How do we overcome that? All right. So that's a great question actually. Because we actually tend to go in other ways, slowly, and whole thing changes. Right. Okay, got it. So as long as the plant is planted in the soil, the plant always gets its nutrition. So as long as you are spending time with yourself, as long as you're spending time with the God who has created you, your true behavior will always stand. Only when you're removed from the source, that is when you tend to change your behavior. So, as long as you are spending time with God, remember this, you need to spend time with God alone. Jesus never prayed with his disciples. Jesus prayed alone. That is the reason why he never changed. So you always need to be connected with your source. Correct? As soon as you wake up, you need to take some time for it. As soon as you wake up, don't keep on your phone. As soon as you wake up, start your day. Just sit there. If you don't feel like reading the Bible, no problem. Don't read the Bible. Sit on your chair. Just think about it. Just think about what God wants you to do. So that's how it is. That's how you're going to be aligned with your behavior. That's a good question. How should we deal with our deviations? Wow, super. When you say deviation, what is your deviation? Just give me an example so I can. Okay, fine. So that requires an exercise. How do we stay on our area of focus? Basically, that's your question, right? So we stay on our area of focus through an exercise. I'm not talking only about physical exercise. I'm talking also about mental exercise. This is actually a problem which many people have. I'm telling you, 99% of the people, they have this problem of deviation. They get deviated. For example, they're cooking. Suddenly a thought comes. They tend to go that way. So when you're cooking, you need to make sure whatever thought comes your way, you need to save that for later and first finish off this work that you're on. I just use the example of cooking and some other thing. So for example, while you're cooking, if you leave that and you go and tend some other work, what is going to happen to this dish? It's going to burn. So you're losing what you are creating, and this is gone. You have already spent time, energy, everything on this, and you are tending some other work. So you are wasting your money, your resources, your time. Got it? So this requires some mental exercise. How do we do this? When you feel like you are being distracted, carry a note on your phone, because every time you have your phone, make a note on it saying that things to do. I need to do that. So stand over there. You have noted it down. Once you finish whatever you're doing, then only move to the next thing. So first you need to start like this. Then later on you can multitask. So that's the reason why I use the word exercise. You can actually multitask two things, but first you need to focus on one thing. That's your key and also practical approach. I told you, note it down on your phone, let it rest for some time. But if it's something which you need to do for days or months or weeks or years, so you need to be consistent. Have a time set for it. You need to have a time. For example, you can't say, I'm going to rush off. Never rush things. Work on it only when you're committed for it. So otherwise, leave that, no problem. If you're not committed, leave it. Always work on things which you're committed for. Okay, last question. So let's say I have a property worth of 1 lakh rupees. And let's say I'm renting that property. How much do I earn? maybe 2,000 rupees a month. The value of the land is 1 lakh rupees. Compared to the value, the percentage of return I'm getting per year is 2,000 rupees. That means it's 2%, right? So when I'm getting 2%, that's good. Okay, fine, no problem. But if I sell off that land, I go and invest this 1 lakh rupees somewhere else. Let's say I can make sure that I tend to get a 24% return on that 1 lakh rupees. How much is 24% on 1 lakh? 24,000 per year. Is that higher than 2,000 per year or not? Higher. Now did you understand it? So if I sell that, I get the money. I invest the money in such a way where I get 24,000 per annum. So that is the way.